Y'all have like a Mario Kart sound effect?
I don't really know what that means. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Like I didn't. You gotta hold a button on there though and press it so that you get the boost, the starting boost. You don't mess it up.
I like
Hey guys,
that. We
we're
need
back
that.
in the den. We got Cryotik here, aka
Dom.
Dom, aka Dom. Dom,
Ba-doom.
you just moved to
Portland.
Portland. You
Yeah.
just moved. How long
Yeah.
ago?
I got here like last week from New York, Syracuse, New York.
Last week, brand new.
Crazy, man.
PNW local. Yeah, we'll have to get you some connections out there.
Yeah, I'm excited.
If you watch our podcast, you'll probably get like a number of recommendations of food spots.
Oh, dope.
You know, stuff that
Okay.
you do. But we got this track that he wanted to share with us. Should we just let it rip? You
Yeah.
want to tell us anything about this before we give it a run?
It's your favorite anti-rhythm club track. I don't know. Go ahead, run that shit back.
Run it. You got it. First drop, second drop. Top. Would you like a brownie?
Sure. Yeah. I'm a sucker for sweet stuff. I got a sweet tooth, so.
How many of those have you had today, Brady?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Know that you're not the right one. If you were falling, will you fall with me? If I was calling, will you answer me? The timing was up, but would you wait for me? Would you wait for me?
Don't check it. Show you how it's done right.
I like how you built it up. It had like a good solid it had like it's really good melodically.
Yeah.
A really strong melodic build and you drop it up and then you drop it. It's solid.
I call it the pre-tease drop, like the fake drop. Even though it's a really good drop and it's melodic, it's like it's setting the tone. Like, alright, this already sounds epic. It gives you a feeling, and then the real drop comes. Like, oh shit. So
Yeah, I like the vocals also. I think you had is there a person you have doing your vocals?
Splice.com. He's really good. He's
Splice.com.
amazing.
Dang.
Yeah, low rates.
I've
Yeah, it's
heard of
like
him. He's from the PNW, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? Who was that though? Who made that track? That shit was terrible. That was awful.
It's not the same. it's,
That
not
guy
the,
must have had a ghost producer or something. That guy was awful.
it's not the same girl as that other track you were playing for us, is it?
No. So that other track was actually my voice. Yeah. No.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, I took
You're not fucking with me right now.
No, I'm dead ass. That's why I think it's funny. He's like the other girl. I was like, wait a minute.
I
No,
mean, I must be remembering it wrong. But
No, you're not, because
Okay.
I recorded it and I had I pitched it up a bunch and I did
Yeah,
full
wow,
tracks. So
wow.
there was my vocal original, but modified with a kind. I don't know if it was a vocoder at the time. I think it was something else.
That's
The
crazy.
auto-tune, and then I pitched it up again, so I had two, a high pitch and a low pitch, and it kind of gives me I don't know if you've heard the song Shockwave by Marshmello. It gives me that vibe, like Marshmello vocal style, but a little more deep. Yeah, actually, so that track was part of my album that just came out 2 months ago called Love Is Dead.
Oh, wow.
And it's an album that I've had made for like 2 years now. I was just sitting on it, and I'm like, I really want this album to do good. I want to put like thousands into the budget, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just dropping it. I'm tired of waiting, and so I dropped it 2 months ago, and it's got something for everybody. You know, it's got hip hop. It's a feel good track. I literally wrote a punk rock track all on my laptop, and had a vocalist get on it. And I'm listening to this, like it sounds like punk rock mixed with like synth pop. And I'm like, how did I make this on a laptop?
Oh, heck
It
yeah.
sounds crazy. It sounds like real drums. It's like from Native Instruments' plugins. And it's crazy. You know, it's just so much on the
I'm a
album.
punk rocker at heart. I just saw Blink-182 this last weekend.
Oh, man.
Oh, my.
What's that one song that's like, I miss you? You know what I'm talking about?
That one?
Where are you?
Yeah. Where are you?
Sorry.
Yo, that's such a vibe, though. Yeah, Love is Dead. I wrote the whole album. It was actually like I had a really bad breakup. Like terrible. Like I've never, like you ever like love somebody so hard? Because I'm like a hopeless romantic. I'm a Leo. Like if I love you, I really love you, and I'm loyal. And so like, you ever break up with? This is weird. Like, but have you ever broken up with somebody and like the night of the breakup, you know it's happening? You're like in your sleep and you're just like you can feel the emotional pain in your body.
Yeah.
It's like a whole healing process. So the whole album was me like expressing like the heartbreak, and like I cranked out like 10 tracks in 3 or 4 months, and it was just. I feel like you don't need love to write a love song. You need passion and emotion, you know, because you can feel that for somebody and not necessarily be in love with them and write a whole love song. So I feel like that's the same way with heartbreak, like, or any strong emotional connection you can write amazing music off of, you know. So.
So you've been producing for a while, right? How long?
I'm on my 11th year.
11th year, dude.
Braden,
Yeah.
I kind of want to dig into that comment he just made.
Yeah,
a
no,
little
by
more.
all means, yeah.
I'm super interested.
We'll get back to that.
So that's really interesting that you say that. Do you mean that you don't need love, as in like you don't need the actual feeling? You don't need to be having the actual feeling. You just need to be capable of having love, or
to an extent. I mean, I feel like you can. There's a mix. There's a healthy mix, because what I mean mostly is you don't need like to actually have like a girlfriend or like a close person that you're really in love with. But if you're capable of feeling I'm passionate about this person, they're really beautiful and they have a pure heart, and like I do love them, but it's not like there. You know what I mean? Like it's not like we're not in a relationship. There's not a mutual feeling. I feel like you can write amazing love songs
You
off
can
of that.
still draw inspiration from
yeah,
that person.
yeah,
passion,
absolutely.
Whether
Like,
or not it's.
yeah, and this person totally platonic with you, like they don't see you that way, but like you can still make an amazing love song just off of like the inspiration you draw from being with that person, even if you're
yes,
just
I absolutely
friends,
agree
you know,
with
like-
that. That's
Yeah.
something I don't think a lot of people think about when they're like writing music. It's they write about their experience, just their own experience and like what's happening to them and whatnot. When like some of the best let's just take comedy as an example.
Yeah.
A lot of it is not stuff that's actually happened.
Yeah.
Like a massive amount of it, you don't know if they're telling the truth. It's just a reality that they may have created, or some kind of like thought that they've had, or a feeling that they've had inside that they weren't able to express, but they get to express it through that art form. So like you're talking about doing the same thing through music, which is like it's allowed.
I'm just an eccentric ass
Hey,
dude.
you got a good joke for us right now, bro?
uh,
Dad joke? You got a dad joke locked up in there?
yeah. This podcast is excellent. You know, it's really perfect. You guys want to hear a good segue? Who's your favorite Obi-Wan Kenobi? Mine's Ewan McGregor. I like eggs, you know, scrambled in the morning.
Holy shit! I'm being bombarded.
Yo, he literally is like, yo, what did this dude just talk about? What happened? Like, he's like, mind blown.
No idea, bro.
That
Oh
was
my
good.
God.
Come on, like that.
Mike,
He
bro.
asked for a dad joke. I gave him a dad joke.
You know, sometimes the dad jokes are so good
You're kidding me right now.
that you just have no idea. And I think that's me right now.
Okay, I gotta leave right now. I'm gonna go adopt some kids.
Oh my god.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. Give me a little bit of time. They'll probably like look at me and say, "Yep, that's a dad," and be like, "All right, here's the, yeah." I mean, I am pretty good with kids. I just would never want to have my own. It's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work, yeah.
I don't have the patience for it. Like, I have patience for any kid that's not my own. Like, I have like such a high expectation of myself, and I already came into this world with like mad issues. So I feel like, why would I want to give that to a kid? The kid's gonna grow up and be like, damn, my dad, dude, what the hell? Like,
Right.
I did the same thing to my dad. I got the bald head, and I look great. Like, you don't get me wrong, it doesn't bother me, but it's
Got a
just
good
like,
head, bro.
It's like, damn it, dad. And it's like, my dad is like a really good businessman. He's good at talking to people, but like, he's also terrible with all the money he makes. And like, I'm pretty bad with my money. Like, I'm responsible with it, but like, I also love to spend it. So I'm like, damn
I
it,
think
dad.
everybody does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
In the moment.
And then, yeah.
Right?
I'm trying to think of an egg joke right now. I just can't fucking do it.
You're trying to think of, yeah. Yeah, I'm like a sponge. I'll see all kinds of jokes, and I absorb everything I see. Like,
You know, if you're listening right now, get in the comments. Tell us your best egg joke. I want to hear all your egg jokes. Give it to me.
it's perfect for me. I mean, I kind of look like a human egg with glasses, but it's lit. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because I get like weird
Eggman.
comments. I got that one. Like, I had this girl's daughter in California that I was living with. We were like in this like workhouse because we used to sell solar. So like a lot of places like that, they have company housing, and different people that like want to learn sales live together. And there was this dude, and he brought out his wife, and his wife had a daughter, and she was like, "Hey, look, it's what is it, Dr. whatever, Dr. Eggman?" Like, and she was like, "Yo, check it out!" Like on FaceTime, here's Dr. Eggman. And then I get like my favorite one by far though was when I made like a reel on Instagram. It's like, "Yo, my bro, you related to the Toy Story chicken guy?" Like that got me. That was hilarious. Like the guy in the chicken costume with like the slight head of hair and the glasses. I was like, "You got me there, man."
Yeah, I get Jack Harlow like twice.
Yeah,
a
I'm
week.
sure it's great.
Yeah, dude. There's actually one guy. Shout out. I don't know his name. Only met him once. I was bartending at my job, and this guy's like, "Bro, you look like Jack Harlow." He's like, "I'll give you $20 right now to take a picture with me, so I can send it to my friends." And that's the going rate for pictures with me impersonating Jack Harlow. $20, and I'll do it because it's like, hey, you gotta top that guy. So,
That's hilarious. I gotta start doing that. Yo, I'm the chicken from Toy Story.
yeah, dude, just be like $20, and you get a picture with me, and they'll be like, oh yeah. Okay.
You know, it's funny too because I've actually thought about like doing some of that like funny, iconic stuff on stage. Like, I want to like my buddy has a track. His name is Sweet Teeth. He's based out of Philadelphia, and he's funny. He's like a meme lord, and but he has this one track called Mating Call, and it's like he literally took his voice on the song, and he's like, "I need it, I want it. Give it to me now." And he's like, "What's your mating call?" But they turned his voice into like a whole female. It sounds like a robotic female. I don't know how he did it, but it builds up. It's like all these bird sounds. All of a sudden it drops, and it's like a whole ass bird song. It's like you ever heard like a Bird Machine by DJ Snake?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
house, and it's way better. It's like, oh god, it's so good, dude. It's like I can't even mimic it with my mouth because I'm not a bird. But anyways, I want to get on stage with that track and just be like in a chicken costume or something, and just like. You know, when the track goes off and drops, be like, it's like dancing. Everyone be like, "Yo, who is this guy? Like, who is this bird dude on stage?"
This bird dude.
And I'll go back
Birdman.
on stage and
It's
come in, Birdman.
Yeah, I love that.
That's so funny, dude.
Well, we got this box over here.
Does it have birds?
Braden, you want to ring in the box?
Ooh, have you opened the box with anybody else, or am I just special?
Oh yeah, we've opened the box.
Should I be scared? Like, what's in there?
Braden, tell the people.
Oh my
what
God.
this
Oh, okay.
box is. Whoa.
What's in the fucking box?
Open the box.
Questions are in the fucking box.
Oh.
And
okay.
these are all questions that we gathered from all of the random questions from all the attendees here at Bigfoot.
Oh, this is
Campout
gonna be
2023.
interesting. We're gonna.
Yeah, I have no idea what these are, but we're gonna pull one out.
He's gonna pull it out and read it. Be like, "Oh, I can't read this one out loud," and throw it in the trash.
That might happen.
Oh
actually.
man. Oh, boy.
When will the world end?
Ooh, that's a really deep. This is definitely like an experimental bass festival. That's a very deep and emotional question. Like, yeah.
Was that another
Dude,
dad
how am
joke?
I supposed to answer that? Y'all put me on the spot with that one.
Come on, bro. It's
And
like,
well,
it's like,
so I think, I don't know.
we feel like with your 11 years of music production that you are fully equipped to answer this question. So
No, that's true. Yeah, it's right on the resume. It makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I think the world is close to ending. Honestly, I do. I think, but like, also, I don't. Does it really end? Think about it. I mean, do you really think that when we die, it's
What's
just
your
like
definition of an end, right? Yeah.
just chaos, total chaos unleashed. Like the whole world literally turning into like, I don't know, the Doom video game or something. Like, you know, something crazy. But at the same time, like for the people that have pure intentions and good hearts, I feel like it doesn't really matter. Like, do we really end? Like, I don't feel like we die and then it's all black. You're sleeping. Like, your eyes are closed. It's black. No dreams. Like, I don't. How is that even plausible to some people? You know what I mean?
I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I do not know. For some reason,
Hey, you put me on the spot. I gotta put you on the
but
spot.
don't. But I can just picture just chaos
Yeah.
and fire, right?
Yeah.
And then you just standing there like this, singing Adele.
Oh!
This is the end.
In the bird costume.
In the bird costume, yeah, just.
With a chicken costume. Yeah, but no, I feel like it's like reincarnation. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely something spiritual that is maybe here or not here. I don't know. I just know that the universe will tell us in time. You know what I mean?
I think that people like to romanticize like the end of the world. They think everything's always getting worse. Everyone will always say that.
Yeah, but I don't think so. I mean,
I don't think so either. And I think that when the world ends, it's only really I think it's just death, and it's just ending for you and your experience right then. I don't think I think that experience isn't the ending. I think it's a continuation. It's just another experience you get to go through.
I mean, the end of the world makes most sense right now. It'd be like the Total Recall movie where like we run out of air here. And then we're just selling cans of air, you know, like on Mars. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was an old movie. I remember, like, the
was
first time I saw that, it was like a PlayStation 2 intro, like a menu. I'm like, is this a movie? They're like, yeah, it's the DVD. I was like,
You're
what?
talking about the Lorax? You're
No,
not talking about
I'm
Lorax.
talking about Total Recall.
You're talking about Total Recall, yeah.
yeah,
okay.
with like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But also the Lorax.
What? Sorry.
O'Hare Air. You remember?
yeah.
Yeah.
Let it grow. Let it grow. Oh, man. That's funny. Let it die. Is everyone with me?
I'll
Just
tell you
let
what,
it die.
it's really hard to think about the end of the world when we're sitting here with such a beautiful view, such the green, living, live, thriving trees and plants out in this forest with a raging river, dude. When you just get thrown into nature like this, I feel like it's just like, how could this end? You know? Well,
this is my first
you
time
could
being
answer that
outside in a
question,
couple of
but-
months, so I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So refreshing being out here.
I'm 23 years old, and I think this is my first time this close to a mountain, which goes to show that I spent a little bit too much time producing and playing Call of Duty in my teen years. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe not enough.
Maybe. Who knows, man?
Wow.
Yeah.
You never really know, bro. You just never know. It's just the life that we're living, where we get the karma that we are blessed with, and it just keeps going on, you know?
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, sometimes I've gotten so far into this producing stuff, it feels like a movie sometimes. Like, surreal, I guess is the
Yeah.
best way to put it. Because, like, when I first started, like, I was, like, 13 or 14. And, you know, I opened, like, don't sue me, a pirated copy of FL Studio. I opened that.
Yeah.
And I had this little tiny, like, Lenovo laptop that, like, you get for your kid as, like, a gift. Like, it's not a real laptop. It's a laptop, but it's, like, tiny. It's like, yeah, baby's first laptop. So I started, like, playing and tweaking things in FL Studio, and it was a grind for real. Like, I became obsessed with it, and like at it wasn't even high school, it was like middle school. People were like shitting in my mouth. They were like, "Oh, your Dom's new album, it's so trashy," because I didn't care. I made like the worst songs. I was like, yeah, and I put them on SoundCloud. I was like, oh, this is so bad.
Yeah.
I had no insecurities, right? But over time, I kind of learned like about quality, and this is like a good, like, producers take notes, but there's a good, like, law or rule of thumb I learned when I went to art school for a couple years. It's called the 10,000 hours rule. Are you guys familiar?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What it takes to master.
Yeah.
is-
Yeah, and it's like I spent, like, if you do the math, I think it's 8 hours a day, 365 days. That literally adds up to 3,000 hours. So can you can you imagine, like, for like a whole year you do 8 hours a day, like you can afford to be in the studio 8 hours a day for 365 days, and then you're like, crap, I've only made it to 3,000.
You're like,
Like-
I'm not even a third of the way there.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like 11 years in, I think I've just got to 11 or to 10,000 hours like last year. Because, like, I did spend like 3 to 4 hours a day, like every day. After school, I'd lock myself in my room and just be like, techno, like
Yeah,
dubstep.
yeah.
I started in
Techno.
dubstep, heavy bass. So, like, I was just like, you know, messing around with Serum, and back in the day it was NI Massive. And I massive like for a lot of, I think Serum is such a game changer for new producers. Like I've had so many people that are like, you know, Massive was amazing. It's a powerful tool. It's cool. Like I use Massive because Skrillex used it. So I was like, if Skrillex is using it, I gotta use it, right?
Have you played with Phase Plan at all?
No. Who's it by? What company?
Kilohertz.
No. Really?
Yeah.
What's that? So that's like a, what is it, like a harmonic synthesizer or like additive? What is it?
Yeah, except you can add as many LFOs as you want, or as many different like they do.
So you can
people
get, like, really filthy with your
there
basses.
there are people that that have made entire songs
On the plugin.
just in that.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
extremely powerful tool. I've got it.
Yeah.
Got it for Christmas. Shout out, Mom. Thanks, Mom. I'm still learning it. I know.
Yeah. That's lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Serum, it's like people are like, oh, you know, like I can see the wavetables in front of me, and like you can see what you're doing, and that is a game changer. Like when I was using Massive, learning Massive, it was just turn this knob, do this, okay, yeah, it sounds like this. Like Serum, you can see exactly what you're doing, and like Steve Duda, like legendary. That guy's definitely like a big part of like the modern bass scene, you know. So
I think a lot of people are like visual learners, so that probably changed the
Yeah.
game for like a large. I think most people are visual learners. I think it's like 70-80% of the population. So like
yep.
largely that just massively benefited producers everywhere.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
they were able to like visualize the sound that's being created.
Absolutely. I'm a doer. I gotta learn by doing.
Yeah.
You know, I can't stand YouTube tutorials. It's crazy. Like,
I have such a hard time following.
No.
I feel it.
Yeah, it's like people are like, yeah, I got really good at producing in like 2 years. I lost as many tuts as I can. I'm like, wow, it took me like 7 because I was just throwing myself at it. But I think that's the best way to find your sound, though, or to get really versatile. One of the two things, if you throw yourself at it and learn everything by yourself with like a couple of hints, tips, and like questions here and there, that you spend a whole lot of time doing a whole lot of nothing. But you amount to something like that's a lot harder to pull off when you spend a lot of time like, okay, now my sound design's really good, but it sounds like Mustai, Zomboy, and whoever else because like I made sounds to replicate what they're doing and see how to create it. Like I had a friend named Thomas. His name is Payne. He's in Philly too. I got homies all over the country. It's interesting how many people I've met doing this, but he actually got a release on Disciple Roundtable called Refresh. Like so, if you guys want to look him up,
hell yeah,
he's a cool dude. Thomas is a really dope ass dude. I actually stayed in his apartment when I went to Philly, and like, he's a good kid. You know, he's really crazy at skiing. He do like crazy tricks and like flips. I'm like, yeah, I'd break my leg if I was doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I always wanted to do that stuff.
Should we throw it on?
Yeah, do the
pull it up.
Pain Refresh. Yeah, but yeah, no, he I'm trying to remember where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. Hold on, let me pull up this song first. Here. But yeah, oh yeah, so Thomas, aka Payne, is somebody who got really good at what he does and found his sound, but he did a lot of it by like doing sound design tuts. And he had a period of time, I might be wrong, sorry Thomas, but no, he had a period of time where like he struggled with finding his own sound because everything he worked for Cymatics, he did sound design for them. He did sound design for a bunch of companies and like their like preset packs, and he found himself struggling like, I'm making these really dope sounds, but they sound like this, and that. And then he found this sound. He's just cool. He's really good. Like he's got a different vibe, so you can play it.
Let's give it a go.
If he's on Disciple, you know he's doing something right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What a killer label.
Yeah.
Sick, right? Killing it. Yeah, dude. Killer. That was
Thomas Ricciardi, aka Pain, or Fine Pain.
refreshed by pain off of Disciple Roundtable.
Hats off to Thomas.
That was
a
hard,
killer
bro.
track, dude.
Yeah,
That was
that's dope. Damn.
so do you got anything coming up, man? You got anything exciting you wanna announce?
Oh man, I got so much coming out. I have like over 40 unreleased songs ready to just fire off like little bullets, like ready to go on my socials.
Righteous, dude. Righteous.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, it was a pleasure having you on the show, man.
I
It's a
really
pleasure
appreciate
interviewing
y'all.
you.
Like I can't wait to see how y'all continue to grow. Like, this is really dope. No, we need more of this scene. So, no. Hi, Mom. By the way, thank you for all the support over the years. Love you, Mom. Well,
There we go.
all right.
Awesome. Thank you, Cryotik. Be sure to follow this guy. Just landed in Portland a week ago. So we got a freshie over here.
The fraud.
Go in the comments and let him know where he needs to go and eat, spots he needs to check out in Portland, guys. All right, we'll see you next time in the den.
That was awesome.